Hello gamers, it's surprisingly hard to find a normal character in a video game, but it's all too easy to find knife-wielding clowns and artfully inventive serial killers. Gaming's obsession with violence has made for some of pop culture's wildest psychos characters, who are as entertaining as they are terrifying and unhinged. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Number 5. Sander Cohen. Before the fall of the underwater utopia known as Rapture, Sander Cohen was a shining example of the city's talent, a brilliant experimental artist who found beauty at the bottom of the ocean. But as BioShock's horrifying storyline unravels, it's apparent that Cohen remained an artist after the fall of Rapture, but one that found beauty in the macabre. Inspired by the chaos of the collapse of Rapture, Cohen began encasing people in cement in order to capture life in the moment before death, even plastering one man to a piano rigged to explode if the man stopped playing. As players find themselves sucked into BioShock's story, it's obvious that Cohen still represents Rapture, proving that genius and insanity are certainly two sides of the same coin. Number 4. The Baker Family. Backwoods psychos are a horror genre staple, but Resident Evil 7 managed to reinvigorate the cliché with flair. From the lumbering, chainsaw-wielding patriarch Jack Baker to the glassy-eyed, wheelchair-bound grandmother, every member of the Baker family is a threat, and that's before the sci-fi element of Resident Evil makes a return. The members of the Baker family know every mildew-covered cupboard and dark hallway of their house, and they prowled the premises spouting creepy phrases and clutching their weapons in the hopes of gaining a new member of the family. When you are forced to sit down and eat dinner with the family, in perhaps the most nightmarish version of an awkward family meal, the depths of the Baker family's insanity becomes clear. They want a new plaything, and they'll get one whether you submit or not. Number 3. Vaz. Far Cry's charismatic and insane villains could fill their own list, but Vaz remains the most memorable psycho to grace the game series. Oscillating between calm, polite commentary and volcanic blasts of rage, Vaz is the darkness at the heart of Far Cry 3. His mood swings, the result of a drug-warped mind, add tension to every encounter, especially as he's waving a pistol in your face. Whether pouring gasoline on a woman or tying a cinder block to a man's ankle, Vaz is almost always enjoying himself. He isn't the primary villain in Far Cry 3, but Vaz remains the most memorable bad guy because of that wide-eyed, unhinged insanity. Number 2. Trevor Phillips. Trevor Phillips is Grand Theft Auto's ID Unleashed. He shoots, stabs, burns and tortures a string of victims over the course of Rockstar's SoCal crime epic, all without a hint of remorse. He's prone to fits of uncontrollable rage. His in-game special ability is a rage mode that allows players to rip through enemies with brutal efficiency. Sure, he has a soft side. He falls in love with a mobster's mother, and while he would never admit that he needs friends, he does have a twisted sense of loyalty. However, violence, rage and madness remain Trevor's default modes of operation. In that way, he's as much a player avatar as anything else. Los Santos is just as much our playground of destruction as it is his. Number 1. The Joker. The clown prince of crime reigns supreme as a psychopathic savant in film, television, and comics. Rocksteady, creators of the latest Batman game series, took the Joker's personality and voice from Batman. The animated series and ramped up the sinisterness matched the Arkham series' dark vibes. As likely to crack a joke as he is to cut someone's throat, the Joker quickly became one of gaming's most beloved maniacs. Mark Hamill's gleefully sadistic performance as the voice of the Joker keeps him unpredictable as he deftly shifts between charming silliness and pure darkness, often within the same line of dialogue. His pale white face and blood-red smile turn every horrific act into a joke that you don't want to be on the receiving end of. The Joker has been interpreted and reinterpreted many times, but Rocksteady managed to do the character justice by amplifying the darkness that lies behind every joke and smile. That's all for today. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.